Huge shout out goes out to our current channel members. If you're interested in gaining a channel membership, then feel free to head over to my channel profile and click the join button. Also, we do have a Ninjago Discord server. It's a great way to communicate with myself and many others. For more details on that, click the very first link at the very top of the description of this video. So, if anything, over the past few weeks, within the Ninjago community, there has been quite a few instances where, well, simply put, people are questioning whether or not we are at a point where Ninjago genuinely is starting to run out of ideas for new and upcoming seasons entirely. Firstly, though, it's important to just note that this is a topic that has always been a thing for as long as I can remember, really, and it has existed in the community for quite some time now. People have always been accusing the show and the people behind it for being uncreative, and have gone so far as to say that they are simply just running out of ideas, and things are becoming stale. This is something that has always been said and thrown at the showrunners, and just around the community in general. But I will say, recently that whole agenda did die down, to be honest with you, mainly with the most recent seasons, as Ninjago definitely did prove itself, again I'd say in a lot of areas. However, with that being said, after Crystalized, people began to switch just a little bit on this, but to really serve as the cherry on top to this entire situation we're about to get into, with new leaks and rumours more or less confirming the return of the Time Twins for the next season, this entire debate has just risen once more. As it's definitely not every day that you see two Ninjago seasons in a row follow the exact same trope of having a returning villain. In fact, it's really never, ever happened before up until this point. But I will say this. Yes, I do see where people are coming from when they accuse the show of becoming repetitive, maybe even stale, and that it's running out of ideas. I do absolutely get that. And who knows, I can't necessarily speak for the writers, maybe that is the actual case, maybe this isn't, but I will say that personally, I do not think it's a good idea to bring back old villains 2 times in a row, back to back in 2 different seasons. I think that ideally it should be saved for a big event in a Ninjago's run, and since this is actually the start of a whole new series entirely, apparently, I think they should just wait on this, brand the new show itself, give itself some of its own identity and whatnot, and then perhaps think about bringing back an older villain later on, maybe during a finale, kind of like what Crystalized did. But I think that to begin with, for the first few seasons at least, well, at the very least, I think maybe they could build up to the Time Twins, but the main villains of those seasons to begin with could be completely new. They have completely different origins and aren't anything to do with the Time Twins and old Ninjago, if that makes sense. That way, it brands the new season as its own thing entirely and doesn't rely on old tropes that we've seen in older seasons. I just find this to be the best move. Again, in my own opinion, that is. If I was in charge, this is how I personally would have done things, but I'm not sure if this really does confirm whether or not the writers truly are running out of ideas. Although, to an extent, yeah, I can see why people may think this, and now more than ever, this is absolutely a valid criticism to have in my opinion. I'm just not too sure if I personally agree with this take. So, overall, yeah, I think that's pretty much going to cover it for this one here. Hopefully you guys did enjoy it. Feel free to leave any of your own thoughts on this down below in the comments though. I would absolutely love to hear your thoughts on this one. It's a particularly interesting topic today. But with all this being said, again, I turn that over to you. Leave any thoughts down below, and yeah, I'll see you guys very soon. With this being said though, if you did enjoy this video, be sure to, well, leave a like on it, subscribe to the channel for more, and hit that notification bell so that you can be the first to watch my new content as soon as I do post it every single day. And with all of this being said, I will see you all very soon for my next one. Goodbye.